Hello everyone, welcome to Phasmophobia. Well, it has been a very fun week with Nell's Diner. It has been a great new map, and I really think Kinetic Games have figured out some really good map designs now, so going forward I'm excited to see what they have for this game. But for today's video, like I said before, I want to get a little bit more into Nightmare mode. So I've already brought all my equipment and thrown it in the door, although there does seem to be a thunderstorm, so I'm going to run over here. But I already have all my evidence stuff in here, and I have a couple smudges, so we're going to be spending most of the time in the building today. Still cannot figure out which direction these doors go. But here, as you can see, I've got all my stuff thrown in, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these smudges here. I could drop my lighter, but not yet. Let's just go in with the normal stuff. Now, a video camera, I mean we are a Nightmare, so if I can take a photo of the ghost, so I guess that's something I didn't really think about. We don't really need the... I'm going to turn on one of these lights just to see. But we don't really need the photo cam unless we can determine it's a phantom. So maybe it'll come in handy. But I heard a door. So I'm going to look. It's Janice Mosley. I'm not going to worry about objectives. I want to just really get to know the ghost here. I'm also trying to get to the breaker. Janice, can you hear me? Are you around here? Okay, no breakers around here. Let me just do a walkthrough and try and listen. Okay, random EMF 2? Could have been a door that got moved. Well, oh, and then breath. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so here's the breaker. Now, another thing I should mention, I do know where the cursed item spots are now. Here's where the Ouija board could be. Oh, turned on a light. I didn't do that. Immediately telling me you're not a mare. Very good. So let me do maybe one little walk around over here, now that we have the breaker on. Okay, that was almost the light I wanted. I want to turn on some of these. I guess that one's alright. But let me run over here. I want to try and remember which lights I want. I think... Nope. Nope. Okay, it's the top left. I'm going to try and remember the top left. This is the one No! I swear these light switches aren't always the ones they're connected to. Maybe that's the one I didn't try. So top right. That's the one I want. Also wanted to turn on a light switch over here. Let me turn on the one. Yeah, I guess that's over here. It'll kind of help you see from a distance. I'm just trying to learn what lights would be good to turn on. But, tell you what, since... I'm going to drop my stuff over here first. I guess probably should have done that. But, we have a general idea. Now, if these ghosts are going to continue behaving like they have before, this ghost room is going to change quickly. But we'll leave all my stuff here. Now that's the beauty of this, is I don't have to go all the way back to the truck. Maybe I should turn on both those lights since I don't really have that many other on. If I turn on the other, no, it's gonna be the back. Okay, those are the two lights I like then. Oh yeah, that is perfect. One way over there, you got this one. That is the perfect setup. That's what I was looking for. Now I do have my headlamp. Let's just do these things to begin with. Maybe I should have grabbed UV, because I'm going to have to rely on a door touch. But let's get the book set up, get dots. So yeah, I really do want to spend this time trying to figure out some behaviors of these nightmare ghosts. I'm going to put this out in the hallway. I know technically, am I still seeing my breath in here? Yeah. Oh, now what about ghost orbs in here though? Janice? Is that who it was? Yes, Janice. Give us a sign. Oh, writing. Okay. Now, I gotta remember. We only get 2 of these. Actually, could have been mare. Oh, yeah, okay, why not? We're still playing Nightmare. I'll try and be a normal ghost investigator a little bit. I don't see that object thrown. Well, as long as we're not seeing ghost orbs, and this is the only room I'm seeing my breath. If it's writing, it's not going to be mimic. Not that we're seeing ghost orbs anyway. I'm gonna set this back here. I was hoping that this dots being out in the hallway maybe would catch the ghost coming through the door. Maybe we'll just set it in the doorway. Wow, okay, that was way better. It even covered the whole room. Alright, very strange setup. And what are we looking at? Shade, Thay, Dio, Moroi, Revenant, Demon? That's not hunted yet. I kinda... let's see. get these lights on, why not? Let's run back over there and see what other pieces of evidence. I'm also going to try and get away from the ghost before we take a look. I really do like this though, having all my equipment in, so I'm going to be doing that before the beginning of these games, at least for this video. I like not having to go all the way back to the truck. It feels nice. I really do like that. I wish there was a way to, like, I mean, you can do it on your own time, but basically throw all your equipment in the room, or in the building, so that way you're in the building while you're kind of in your safe spot. In terms of, like, real-life ghost hunting shows, they kind of do that. They set up, like, a safe room in the building. So you can do that, it just takes time as a solo, you know, taking 3 items back and forth. Okay, tangent over. I'm gonna grab these 3 things. We have our smudges at the doorway, so if I can run and get back to my smudges, I'll at least have some way of surviving. Now, it was very cold. As soon as I walked in this doorway, oh no. Yeah, I knew this was bound to happen. Looks like you're out here now. Let's see. Well, we're gonna save the spirit box. It probably still could be dots. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back out here. Janice, not Jennifer. Janice, are you around here? I guess I'm turning these lights back off. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? Damn, you know, for a small map, there's some rooms that cover a lot of area. They did say this was similar to Tanglewood in size, and I feel like it's not exactly Tanglewood. It's a bit bigger than Tanglewood. Alright. That sounded like kitchenware. Let me grab my EMF and see if I can at least detect that over here. Didn't think so. Alright. Well, what went from an easy enough ghost room, just like always, these ghosts are gonna start roaming. Let's get these back on. I think I'll be alright with the darkness in the kitchen. That's the nice thing, because you can see in the dark because of all the smoke in the kitchen. Well, we got lucky with writing. I could try and go get salt. I would have to go back to the truck for that. But maybe we'll get salt and look for UV. It could have changed its favorite room before I started looking for ghost orbs. Janice, are you here? Show us a sign, give us a sign, something. Is that the water? Yes, it is. Might be a shade. But we've not really gotten a lot of activity. Trying to think, maybe I could go look for the cursed item. I'm gonna run in here real fast just to take a peek. Nope, not the summoning circle. Alright, so the thing is, it's oh, that took a surprisingly long amount of time. But we got dirty water. Well, Demon, Revenant, Shade, Moroi. I was saying Shade because of how little activity we're getting. Now we did get dirty water, so why not? I'll grab a photo. We are making a bit of money for this. This is just normal nightmare mode still. I'm just not caring too much about the other objectives or anything. So Revenant, Shade, Demon, or Moroi. Should be decent enough to figure out. I don't think it's Demon because it would have hunted. And Shade, I'm thinking it is Shade just because of how kind of boring it's been. It is doing stuff. That is a big roll of toilet paper. Are you more interested in this room now? Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna grab my smudge. I'm gonna maybe grab my big light as well. I could take a photo of the cursed item. Let me see. The voodoo doll, I believe, could be right there. So let's grab a smudge. Oh, well, we don't need the UV anyway. I forgot I had that on me. Ghost writing, freezing. So we have writing, and we didn't see any ghost orbs. So writing for sure. It's not going to be mimic. But also, yeah, I didn't look at the tarot cards. I knew there was one in here. I have my big light, so I don't need to worry about my headlamp. Not there. But alright, let me show you if you don't know. There's the monkey paw on the cutting board. So, the butcher table. So, not gonna use that just yet. And let me just show you. Oh god. You hunting? Anyway, this is where the music box could be. In here, right here, is where the mirror could be. And oh god, no. More lag spikes. Trying to listen for a hunt. Ouija board. And then summoning circle, voodoo doll, flag spikes. And then, you know, tarot cards. So yeah, that whole loops around the building. So we, oh god, saw the monkey paw. I don't understand. The game lags whenever the ghost starts doing stuff. But it's always at the beginning. Oh, hello. Now, you were the transparent. You weren't shadow for that. I'm trying to think of maybe it being a shade. Now, I wanted a cursed item that could maybe just initiate a hunt without making me go blind. Wait a minute. Okay, so it's top, right, bottom, left. It's gonna be hard to remember this. You hunting? Nope. This is so weird. Now you are. Okay, let me listen. Now that could be a shade because I was in a different room. I can't hear. Not a revenant. I really don't think it's a demon because it would have hunted by now. And honestly, it's normal speed, so I don't know what my sanity is. Might use the monkey paw to like change the time of day to try and lower my sanity. Let me see. I wish for sunrise. I haven't seen that yet. Maybe I don't have enough sanity. I wish for sunrise? I wish for sunrise. Yeah, I don't think I have enough sanity. Oh man. I don't want to use the monkey paw to get myself killed here. Let me take a lap around here. And the only thing I can do is maybe spend a little bit more time. I'm gonna also just stay in this area and see if she hunts from a different room. Yes, which she just did. Smudge, running. Yeah, okay. There's another thing that makes me think it's a shade. I'm gonna try and stick around. I'm also gonna try and hide. I think they can't see through this door, so this is a quote-unquote hiding spot. Let me listen though. The Moroi is gonna get faster. I think that's still normal speed. And she did hunt from the little office room, the supply room, so I think we're looking at shade here. The only thing, Moroi would be faster if we didn't have sanity, so I'm just trying to make sure I don't have sanity. Wish there was some way to... I guess you really did just walk in here and make this your favorite room. So at least with that last hunt we did kind of get an idea that it would be shade. I'm gonna hang out here, try and lose some sanity. I have my one last good smudge. And this idea really seemed to work alright. All I need is my evidence in here, and then maybe a couple of smudges. I really just wanna... Because with this setup, we know it's not Revenant. Demon would have hunted us by now for sure. And then Shade, yeah, every time, and the first time was pretty, you know, I was on the other side of the building. But I was in this hallway, and the Shade started hunting right there. If I had a firelight, I could test with that. But I mean, we've seen one ghost event. I think we know this is a Shade. I'm gonna get hunted one more time. I've been in the dark this whole time, too. So my sanity should be gone. And if it's the same exact speed, we're saying Shade and then getting out of here. Now, did she hunt? That is bizarre. I don't know if she hunted like around the corner in the hallway. She's normal speed though. I'm gonna hide right here. If she was a Moroi, she would have been running down that hallway at me. She took her sweet time. I think I was in the like bathroom hallway there with the arcade and the soda machine. So I think we're gonna say this is a Shade. Yeah, let's head back and see if we're right or not, and then we're gonna jump into another one. Well, even though I'm not going for stuff, we are going to get a little bit of a bonus on some of these things, mainly if I do an objective by accident, but I do want to run through these, spend about an hour or so. Shade, thankfully, still 1200, so I don't think there's too much interesting about a Shade. It did change its favorite room 3 times, though. Alright, so let's continue this. That's the whole idea, though, was just trying to focus on the ghost types and seeing. That one was kind of easy, and that's the thing about Nightmare. Some of these scenarios are easier, so I'm really just working my way to learning the lesser evidence modes like Nightmare, and then like maybe 1 evidence, and then one day no evidence, so I'm still just starting to learn Nightmare mode here. Well, I guess the monkey paw heard my wish because we got sunrise. Well, this is the first time I'm seeing sunrise on here, and it is very nice. And it's going to be very forgiving. I think it's going to be a lot brighter on the inside here. But this time, I'm leaving my photo cam. I don't know if I'm going to regret that, but I'm going to bring one smudge. That's another thing. At some point, I might leave and get a smudge and maybe salt. But I got one smudge this time. So let's go in with EMF, and then maybe... I mean, we could look for ghost orbs, but if the ghost touches a door, maybe we'll get lucky and get UV. So we have our flashlight, our EMF, and then the UV. So let's end up finding this ghost. I'm going to turn everything off and see. Yeah, like it is nice. I really appreciate this front area. I think this is one of the nicest looking. I really can tell the art style and the direction they were going for. It just looks really gorgeous. So it's very quiet. It's weird. Depending on what weather you get, it really can be super quiet out here in this desert. Oh man, I love how the sun is coming in through the front windows. Okay, let me look. Larry Shawcross. Larry, can you hear me? I didn't really look at the spot for the breaker, but it must not have been there. Let's take a peek around. No music box. So strangely, oh, it is mirror. Oh god, I was gonna look at the mirror, but you seem to be throwing sponges. And I was gonna say, usually so far on this map, just doing a quick walkthrough, you're gonna find the ghost. I really do think this is a great small map. Let me turn on some lights. I wonder which way is gonna be faster. I'm gonna go 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights, 4 lights, and then I'm going to turn on these 2, 6, and then one over there will be 7, and then I should be good. I should have dropped my stuff as I was coming back over here. I'm going to do a wraparound. I'm going to hit this light switch. Is the top one? Yes. Alright, so those are the lights I like to have on. There's 7 lights. Got pretty much every route lit up. God, that light is loud. Alright, well guess what? We finally have a table. If you want to throw some of this stuff around, I'm going to just throw it on the ground for you. I'm going to have to maybe point that somewhere. So, this is the general area. I really, don't know if... Because I know that with the custom settings, there's, a set... You can literally see how often the ghost will change their rooms, but it feels like the ghosts have changed their rooms a lot more after the Chronicle update. Like even on Professional and Nightmare, it really feels like they changed their rooms more. So I don't know if they just increased the, the ghosts, internal randomness to that, but it really just seems like there's so much more insane ghosts after the Chronicle update, especially Nightmare. It's also so quiet. I'm trying to I feel like I'm missing something. Are you here?
The far-reaching.
Okay, did not expect that. I could record that. There's a spirit box. I didn't grab my video cam, which I usually do, but I just wanted to grab some stuff. Keep it a little fresh. Oh, that's not the greatest. Let's try over here on the ceiling. So, Larry, are you here? Man, can I put it on the light? I think this will be perfect. Let me just look in. Larry Shawcross, are you here? Are you friendly? Can anyone hear me? You were right on top of me. Alright, book down. Anything around here have fingerprints, maybe? Don't think you've touched a light. Larry, give us a sign. Oh, that kind of looked a little weird. It's not a fingerprint, though. I'm not seeing my breath. Oh, is that can? Oh, it was a milk jug. So many new noises every time there's a new map. So many new things to learn. I don't think there's anything. I may have gotten cursed by a Moroi there, if this is a Moroi. Alright, I don't have my video cam. I don't know what that noise was. I'm gonna run. Did you throw that at me as I was running down the hallway? It sounded like he threw it in my direction. Alright. I really do enjoy just coming back here as my little safe room. So these are the last 3 things I have. Now I have my smudge on me. I didn't grab a lighter, right? Yes. Well, we have my smudge now. I kind of don't like that I took so long to get my video cam back here. Okay, wait, can I film that? I guess it doesn't matter. Did you write while I was gone? I can't tell with all the dots. Still can't really tell. Oh my god, you did! I thought the pin was gone. Wow, you wrote while I was gone. Spirit box, writing, I don't know why I have a hard time putting that in. Mare, poltergeist, spirit, moroi, a dio. It actually could be a moroi. I'm wondering if I got cursed by talking to it on the spirit box. Are you here? Are you friendly?
An attack.
Alright, well, that's the thing. Now we really, I mean, I could do the smudge trick. Poltergeist, we can tell. Mare, moroi, dio. So, let's, well, I guess this is not going to do anything for me, is it? We already know it's not going to be mimicked. So I'll tell you what. Yes, I did want that. I need you to attack me. Can you attack me, Larry? Get those back on, maybe. But I need to see. I'm going to do one hunt, and we're going to see if it's Revenant, Dio. Oh, it's not, can't be Revenant anymore. Dio, maybe Poltergeist. And then we'll maybe bring in those smudges. But we need to get hunted now. It is the monkey paw, right? I am getting some of these games backwards. The first game, what did we have? Okay, it was the monkey paw first game. See, I haven't even looked this time. I guess because it was towards the end of that last game that I actually looked for it. Not here. I'm hoping, I mean, I'm in the light, so I'm not really draining sanity, but oh my god, that spine on the radiator. Here, I guess I'll pick it up. Can't ever tell what these noises are. At least if this door is closed, he can't see me. I'm throwing stuff over here. Maybe I didn't look at the Ouija board. No? Oh, it was the mirror. Okay. This is the one thing. Oh, okay. See, I am just so distracted. I'm not going to go cursed hunts just yet. I'm trying to listen, man. Please don't break. Apparently I had a lot more sanity than I thought. But we should be in range now. I'm gonna try and grab my flashlight. Larry, please hunt me. I'm gonna try and... What I could do is smudge out here and then run and hide behind that machine. I'm gonna try and smudge him out here and then run around the corner. Larry, I just drained 50% of my sanity. There's no way. That was pretty strong. Another thing, I need to try and listen when he starts his hunt to see if he's poltergeist. Not Revenant. Not Moroi. Doesn't sound like poltergeist either. Hello, sir. Okay. Not poltergeist. Now I can really tell the difference between a poltergeist and a normal hunt. Not a Dio, not a Moroi, because I would have no sanity. It's either mare or spirit. This is totally normal speed, and with how much sanity I drained, it would not be normal speed. So spirit or mare. Now the way I would test this is to go get some smudges, and I also could do the mare light trick. So what I'm going to do, I guess I am going to go back to the truck. Let's turn on these lights, and then I'm going to... Oh, I forgot I can cut out of the building right here. I forget about this. Okay. Well, what I am going to do, I'm going to go get some smudges. I'm not going to take sanity, but we're going to try and maybe smudge once and see if it, takes a long time. And in that time, I'm going to try the mare test where I flick the light off, or turn it on and try and get the mare to turn it off. So I will be right back. Yeah, I just decided to grab 3 smudges. So during that hunt, we did actually smudge the ghost. Now, I guess we could smudge again. Here's what I'll do. Since there's this activity, I smudged at about 26:45. So I'll try and remember that on my own. But you have not turned on this light. So I'm going to try and not do it in a way that's blinding to the viewers. But if I turn this light on, there's a chance that the mare will turn it right back off. So while we sit here for 3 minutes, I'm gonna just keep flicking this light switch. But we can tell, last time I could tell a spirit by it just not taking, or it taking such a long time. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's little pins here. I'm getting so distracted. I'm just trying to not give anyone epilepsy doing this. Larry, give us a sign. Hey, he actually did something. I'm sorry there's not really more I can do with you, Larry. Of course, out of all the fun ghosts, it's either spirit or mare. I'm actually thinking mare. Let me check my timer. It's been a minute. So in 30 seconds, I'll try and keep track. In 30 seconds, if it's a mare, it could hunt. If not, we'll get another minute and a half of no hunts. Let's go back to doing this while I hold one of my smudges, maybe. I turn off this. Where'd I drop my big light? There it is. What did you even slam? A refrigerator? Or I guess one of these drawers, maybe? Let me go back to hitting the light. Wait, he's breaking it. No, he's not. I'm gonna run back here. By the way, yeah, I guess this is mare, because if it was a spirit, it wouldn't have hunted. Well, that was something. Is it poltergeist? Oh god, I just turned on my light. Damn, this game. I almost want to call poltergeist now because it started throwing a lot of stuff. Oh god, I don't know. Should I do poltergeist? This is why I wanted to do it. Right at the end, look, I'm gonna call poltergeist because it was throwing a lot of stuff right on top of me, and it sounded like it was every half second. I'm just gonna guess. What are the odds of it poltergeist again? It was poltergeist. So that first hunt I didn't do as good enough of a job to actually determining it, but when it was right on top of me, I could tell it was throwing those cans way too frequently. Okay, so, I gotta be way more diligent about determining these poltergeists, but at least I was right there at the end, even though we died. So, whatever. We got the ghost right, so I just need to get more hunts to confirm these things. But we did learn something there, and it wasn't a mare, and it wasn't a spirit either, so at least we got that right. Alright, well, it's snowing this time, and I've made one more trip this time, so now we have 3 smudges in here. We're going to have salt. Door, please. So here's 3 smudges. We're gonna grab my light. Here's the salt. So this time I think this is the best setup of inventory having in here. I don't know if I'll even need to go back to the truck this time. Let's grab this for ghost orbs. Grab this for EMF, and we have our light. So let's begin again. I'm gonna hit my 2 lights that I've been hitting. Now, it's for snowing, so we're gonna be seeing our breath everywhere. I heard that. Is that gonna be in the dining room? Or maybe back in... Oh, no, you're back here messing with this. I'm actually a little surprised. Okay. Can I maybe go get the breaker on before we start doing all this? What about the light situation in here? There seems to be one. Let me run around. This is kind of a scary room. This is like one of the smallest rooms in this map, actually. And the way it's just designed is actually, it's much better than just like a small room like this. So, I hear, oh, that's the curtains being moved. Let me just run around, maybe look for the curse item. It's the mirror again. Try and remember that this time. Okay, we got a mirror. Let me turn the lights on like I like doing, do a run around. So I think I finally have a strategy on what light switches I want to turn on. But, yeah, no, we know what the, we know what's the mirror. Was that a mouse? I'm not gonna turn on a light in here, but I would like to turn on this. And I think if I turn on this, this will be 8. So hopefully one more. I think we can do 9, right? 10 is what'll kick the breaker. Yeah, well, maybe I should just bring in stuff, but I do have my night vision. Ghost orb? Who is this ghost? Michelle. Michelle, please. I don't know if these count as separate rooms. I feel like this and that would count as one room. I am seeing my breath over here. And I think you're always going to see your breath in here because it's refrigerated. Is there... Is that up against the wall? I guess it is. It didn't look like it was actually up against the wall. Okay, no ghost orbs. So I'm gonna maybe just keep all my stuff at the door here. Kind of afraid of having too many lights on. But we can cut back through here. Oh, wait. Oh, I never turned that light switch on, so I'm gonna leave that one off. Just so we have a little bit more room to play with the breaker. Right, running back. I really do like this, though, having all my stuff here so I don't gotta run all the way back to the truck. So, it's nice to just spend that little bit of extra time setting up in here. Alright, since we already have the video cam, maybe we'll talk to it on the spirit box. I'm a little afraid of running back. But yeah, I'm using so much of this to take in the atmosphere. So I do think, kind of like they did with Prison all the way back in the day, when they add a new map, I do think that new map has a better lighting system. I do think this is the better lighting system than the other maps, so they're always gradually upgrading it. But I think they've done that again where this map does have a better lighting system, and eventually they'll update that to the other maps. But I could be wrong, or maybe this map just looks really good with what they got. No hunt, please. I'm gonna try and put this down. Oh, this should be perfect. Please, get that while it's pointing straight down. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Where are you? Is anyone here? It's dusty in here too, even a little bit of smoke in here. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? Maybe you're over here? Is anyone here? Get that book down. What? Oh, I didn't have my... Damn it. For one, what door is that? It must be on the other side. I didn't grab my headlamp. That's the one thing I forgot to pick up. Oh well, I guess we're gonna be living without that. Oh well, okay, another thing. This is the cold room. Kinda wish we had a motion sensor. But if you're touching doors over here, did you touch this door? Yeah, it must have been. I thought it was maybe the breaker door, but I think it was just this one. Okay. See, it looks decent enough in here. I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna grab the salt now in hopes of finding that the ghost is actually in this room and not roaming. So, there we go. The only thing left are my 3 smudges up here. I'm hoping the salt will at least tell me the ghost is in the room. I'm gonna have to just stick near it. I'm gonna hope the ghost touched that door through the wall. I'm gonna turn on the light just for a little bit of sanity. Alright, I know if you are in here, you're gonna go through that. I'm gonna drop this just so it's on. Let me check thermometer, see if we're freezing. And guess what? We are not. Wait, what are you... Oh boy, is it... Oh, it's freezing out here now? How come I haven't been seeing my breath as I walk around in here? Okay, we got freezing out here. I'm gonna turn off this then. Let me run around. I need a couple lights on in here. Oh, those are the, like, cabinet lights. Keep those 2 main ones on then. Well, how should we do this? We got freezing. I haven't gotten anything else. Get the book out here. Let's just fry the book up on the grill. And get the dots projector out here. Get pretty much everything I can. Maybe toss that so I can grab this. Well, at least we have one evidence, but we really don't have much else so far. Just get some of this stuff down for the chance of an interaction. Did you turn on one of these? Okay. The problem is, maybe it's just the light that always does that. Oh, it is the light. Okay. The fan is just turned on with the light. Makes sense. And this is all just a big vent. Okay. Michelle, are you here? I want to put a salt down. Like right here, you'd have to walk through it. Hello, hand. Or right here, you'd also have to walk through it. Michelle, are you here? Could be another shade. I'm gonna grab your hand. I heard that. Okay, no UV. Now it was freezing, so we need to look for... Oh my god, it's so loud. into the other thing. I might still be able to see a ghost orb in here with the lights on, but I'll turn them off. Maybe we'll get dots. She did walk through this area with the dots. Michelle, give us a sign, please. Michelle, where are you? Should we go use the mirror? Or should we really just try and focus on... Are you here, Michelle? Evidence. Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Could this be a Goryo? No, thankfully. Are you here? Are you friendly? Problem is, this is very much shade behavior. You haven't even gone back here, which is good. At least you're not interested in back here. It may have always been that this was the room, and maybe I was just roaming a bit. Look at that loaf. Okay. This is so much a shade. So what other two would a shade be? Just to start, maybe writing and freezing. So it's maybe it's EMF 5, and that's why we're not, because we haven't gotten nearly anything to find EMF 5. Michelle, give us a sign. So which ones could it be easily figured out? Revenant. This is not a demon. We don't know. It could be Mimic. I haven't seen ghost orbs. Has the breaker been turned off? Oh, I thought that was maybe mist form. Michelle, give us a sign. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's just keep my flashlight. I'm gonna go grab at least one smudge. Then maybe... Why are the lights flickering out here? What do you... Here we go again with these ghosts making the whole building their room. But maybe that's just a distraction. She isn't that far away from those lights, so she could be messing with them. Michelle, are you here? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go look at the mirror, but I'm not gonna get a cursed hunt, hopefully, unless this drains all my sanity. You are in the kitchen currently, so there's a little bit of sanity drain. Part of me wants to get hunted, part of me just wants to smudge and see. We could do, well, it's not spirit, so that's not gonna help. Michelle, are you here? This is a spirit. I mean a shade. I mean, I've had the lights out. That should help activity. Trying to drain my sanity. Didn't write. Didn't have UV. Have not seen ghost orbs. This is another shade. Michelle, are you here? I don't want to start forcing cursed hunts. And there it goes. Seems like normal speed. I'm gonna sit here. It's not a revenant. Can't really hear. Since this is not a poltergeist, I'm gonna try and listen to how a normal ghost throws during a hunt, just so I can compare it to a poltergeist. Oh, she's back in the, I think back in that storage room. I don't think she's about to turn this corner. Please, I don't trust this hiding spot anymore. Stupid cursed hunt. But yeah, you can tell the difference. I don't think it's Hantu either, because it's been through so many different rooms and it would have sped up in a cold room. So, I don't think it's Hantu. Well, now we're going to be getting cursed hunt links, but I guess that's alright. Let's see if we can get... I didn't smudge there, so she could hunt again. Let's see if the ghost will hunt from the same room, because that's going to be the easiest way of telling. Michelle, are you here? That was from a different room. As if we didn't know this was already a shade. So it's probably a shade that has EMF 5 I've just not been able to find EMF5 on anything. I saw her go back in there. I see the curtain moving. These cursed hunts, man, I'm not ready for cursed hunts. This table is amazing. Yeah, not Hantu. Oh god. I'm gonna try looking at her. And Oni would be more visible. Okay, and I just smudged her. So yeah, I don't think it's Oni. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a guess, because I want to get some more games in here. And if this is a shade, let's just run out. I'm gonna see if this is a shade. With one evidence, let's see if we can determine that that was a shade. Alright, can I guess properly? Can I just always tell when it's a shade? And yes, mainly because she did hunt from that other room. But she was pretty aggressive. She did hunt pretty soon after that cursed hunt. So alright, 2 shades. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, well it's snowing again. I have the same equipment in here, so I really do enjoy this setup. And it's not exactly the experience I was expecting to have some more maybe hard to figure out nightmare ghosts, but I guess that's the whole thing about nightmare is you never know what you're gonna get. We ended up getting 2 shades. So I'm gonna keep the strategy going. Grab my video camera, EMF5, and here we go. Let's delve in. So quiet when it's not raining. I'm not used to how quiet it is on this map. Let's get our light switches on and do our walkthrough. I know I've been starting at the entrance, and I kind of just want to do that because it's at the beginning of the, nice looking area, and I like having that be my little inventory room for now. Okay, got the breaker right on. Now, of course, it's snowing again, so I already see my breath. Oops, at least that wasn't a smudge. Are you here? Corey? It was, I already looked, but Corey Gayton. Corey? Is anyone around here? Don't worry, that was just me this time. Now, we already got the breaker on. Let's just hit lights. Didn't do a good job looking for the crystal. That was the water. Every time you walk past that water, I think it really is just your footsteps jostle the water. It's gonna be the mirror again. No, for once. Do we have a hiding spot? Can I just... Wow. Okay, I guess that's bizarre. That can't be right? I guess if it's locked, it's just... usually it shows the lock symbol, but I can't even open it. Or can't even, try to open it. Ouija board? Nope. There's a skull back here. Might as well grab it. Oh boy. Still nothing. Thought I heard something. Summoning circle. Okay. Don't know if we can use that for anything. Let's get our light switches on. At least we have some light around the building. Oh, okay, I was about to say, we're not really getting much. What about EMF5? No. Okay then. So are you... Oh, breath. Were you really in here again? Or was that actually the dining room? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because it's snowing. But we do have the breaker on. Was it... See, I was literally standing in the doorway, so I couldn't tell where my breath came from. But I do believe it's the dining room. Okay. Well, that means our equipment is nearby. The problem is I do only have 1 dots and 1... There's the ghost orb. Oh my god, finally? I only have 1... Let me finish. 1 book, 1 dots. I can't fill this entire area out. I'm just gonna drain my sanity. Let's go for it. No EMF5, you're doing something over here. Let's get these back on. So we know... We got... We're gonna walk in here. I don't know if this is a hiding spot or not, but... Jesus Christ. We have ghost orbs. So maybe we're looking at Mimic. What can we get in here? Let's try and get him figured out. I'm gonna put the book down... right here. This covers so much. I'm gonna put it on the edge here. And then put 1 salt down. It's gonna be hard to kind of keep track of where he's going. If we put 1 here, then I'm gonna put 1 here. Right at the corner. Oh my god, this is the first time I've seen that. What are you doing to that table? No fingerprints though. Could it be Obake? It could. What are the odds it didn't leave fingerprints twice because it just touched the thing? But it could happen. Should I do that? I mean, it might slowly. There we go. It actually worked. You're going over here somewhere. Alright, no UV. At least we got that out of the way. Do we have the dots? Seem to generally like this area. If you're gonna roam between these two areas, this is gonna be actually alright. As long as you're roaming. Oh. I hope he hit that and then walked back this way. Maybe I'll move this over a little bit more just to cover this corner. This is actually really fine. Covers all the way around here. I mean, that is a huge area. The ghost could easily roam through this at any point. The only thing I have so far, though, is the ghost orbs. Going to hold on to this. Let me check temperature. And it's freezing, okay? And that's the thing. We didn't get UV. Now we do need to check spirit box. For sure we didn't get UV, but is this going to be a mimic? Here's my spirit box. I'm going to grab a smudge while we do this. Are you here, Corey? Are you a mimic? Are you a mimic? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you here? Corey, are you friendly? You are a mimic! I knew it! Don't ever forget. Do not ever sleep on the mimic. I'm gonna... What is that EMF? Let me just stand here. But look, we just got 3 evidence on nightmare mode. And that's the only thing you could be is mimic. It is not non-Rio, it is a mimic. Well, let's get some mimic hunts here. That's the thing, we don't even need to get hunted to figure this out. But, for fun, let's see what the hell this mimic is going to mimic. I'll keep 1 smudge. I'm gonna try and grab my big light. Now, again, can someone remind me what the cursed item was? What was the summoning circle? Okay, well, I don't think I have enough sanity to summon the ghost, but I'm gonna drain my sanity with it. So yeah, we know what this is. So that's the thing about nightmare. Okay, yeah, see, it's gonna start. Yeah, it wasn't even gonna let me. Let's just see if we can smudge this ghost and survive it. Worry, are you here? And I guess you do just like... Oh. You do like this dining room. This could be a revenant. This could be a Raiju, because I have so much electricity. Could be a Dio. Kick the breaker and then come after me. I'm gonna sit here. My god, is that really a revenant? You actually mimicked a revenant? Oh my god, what am I doing? Run. Okay, I literally said it could be a revenant and that's what you had to do. I'm walking along the wall. I'm gonna run in here and hide, maybe. Let me look. I just wanted to just show you. Revenant, Ghost Orb, Riding, Freezing. We didn't get Riding, but we got the Spirit Box. This has to be a mimic. We could try and get one more hunt and see what it is. Let's try and see what the mimic changes into, just to make sure we know what we're dealing with here. I did smudge, so we might have to take a minute here. The breaker. Here's the smudge. Let's go get the breaker. I have no sanity, so it's only a matter of time before this smudge runs out. I'm gonna turn this light on as well. Why not? Get it all lit up in here. Okay, Corey, are you here? I know there is a bell on this map too, which I've kind of been ignoring. I feel like the bell, that's more of a Sunny Meadows thing. Corey, are you here? Yes, you are. I don't know. Grand Canyon. I don't know if the smudge from before has ran out. Let me just look at some of these. Is that the Rolling Stones? I know some of these like Adrift and Mesa Monster Mayhem, because we're on the Mesa, not Black Mesa. But I guess that was also in a desert, so I guess that's where the term Mesa comes from, and Black Mesa. Anyway, you guys heard about the new Steam Machine, by the way? Alright, Corey. One last showdown. I wish I had a cursed item. So many of the things I expect to happen, I was expecting just insane nightmare ghost, which, I mean, a Mimic Revenant is insane. But I was expecting to have to use the cursed item a lot more. But of course, it's random what you even get. Corey, why have you gone dark? What is this silence? I want one more hunt just to see what is going to be different. I have no sanity. Did it mimic a spirit and now it's waiting 3 minutes? No, don't touch the newspaper. Oh, that's a menu. Mimicking the menu. Here we go. I'm gonna try and smudge. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That had to be a hunt, right? Don't be doing weird events like that. You did an event for 2 seconds. Okay. Are you normal speed? Are you a Dio? Are you making a deal? What are you doing to me? I was expecting something I couldn't even tell. Okay, whatever. I'll take it. I'm gonna try and get it here if you don't mind. Alright, well, we had like an insta-hunting ghost, well, almost insta-killing ghost with it, you know, how fast it is if it sees you. And then we get a Dio. I thought maybe we could get a Thay and maybe at random speed. Well, alright, we had some fun with that Mimic there. Let's go back. We know there's no ghost on the planet that goes from being a Revenant to a Dio. So, there's a Mimic solved on Nightmare, hopefully. Okay, so that's the thing about a Mimic, is that you don't really need to get hunted to truly figure that out in Nightmare mode. So I am getting a lot more confident in Nightmare though. So going forward, I might be focusing more on just getting a perfect game. So I don't know, I'm still getting a feel for it though. I think it's best to have the Nightmare Ghost and going for a perfect game. So far I think I'd like that more. But right now for this video, I do want to have as many ghosts as I can just to figure out what's going on. So let's get in there one more time and see what happens. Well, it looks like we got light rain this time. Got everything thrown in. We're gonna go in one more time, see how long this one lasts. We might do one more after this, but not sure. Kinda really just depends. Well, I have had a different kind of experience here than I was thinking. EMF. So I have developed a strategy. Also, did I just hear what? I definitely heard something weird. Okay, I see. This is definitely not normally in the middle. We have ghost orbs out here. Okay, all kinds of different lights on. I do have my headlamp. What are you doing? I hear stuff. I don't even have the breaker on. Can I tell if the breaker's over there? It does not look like it. Alright, who is this ghost? Paul Alexander. Paul. Can you hear me? I already see my breath. I'm willing to run. Maybe. Let's just have the light back on. Okay. No light in there. Here, we got the breaker. I'm gonna do a quick look. No. Nope. I should have looked when I walked by. I don't think I noticed it. No. Okay, oh, I didn't look back here. Didn't see the voodoo doll sitting on the bench, so I don't think it was that. I'm gonna do one big lap around here, see if it's the monkey paw. And seemingly, the ghost is in the dining room again, so maybe we'll learn something a bit more about the dining room. Or just surviving in here. Oh, okay, tarot cards. Let's maybe do that at the end for fun. Okay, Paul, you are here. Give us a sign. I don't know if that was on the floor to begin with. I don't think so. We did not see ghost orbs this time. And I did, oh god, what? That wasn't a, okay, that was the street sign outside. I thought that sign out the window was a ghost orb. We are seeing breath in here, so this ghost made it cold in here rather quickly. I'm gonna set this up, maybe pointing it over here. I don't know if I'll ever use that again. But, let's just kind of do the same thing we did last time. This covers quite a large area, so I'll just set this right up again, make it nice and lined up. Set up the dots, and then let's go for the salt again, just like we did before. I don't know where I want to pull this back to. I really want that to cover the corner. It might be better to put it down here. So that way it covers around here and around here in case he roams. This is probably a much better spot if he actually goes through it. And it actually reaches all the way out there, so we're going to go with that for now. I'm going to grab salt, UV. I'm a little afraid to start placing this around. We'll do the same spots that worked before. Paul, are you here? Come on, man. Wait. Oh, I thought that was the breaker kick. I didn't see the mist right in front of me. Can you walk through that? Alright. We saw the mist, not Noni. I don't want to leave my salt. Breaker is not too far away, but it is as far away as it could be. Oops, that's not where I thought I was. I'm gonna go hit the breaker. I think it's the breaker, right? Or was it just... Okay, no, it was just the lights. I was gonna try and hit them back on. Oh, see, that's why we left it there. Okay, UV, found. Could be a mimic again, but we don't have the ghost orb, so maybe not. But luckily, I walked away and walked back just in time. Could be Goryo, though. Don't like the sound of that. Might have to go back to the truck just to figure that out. But if we don't get any other second evidence, that's going to be a big sign. I'm going to try and keep my EMF on me and maybe scan for EMF 5s. Paul, give us a sign. Maybe we'll get lucky. We have not been seeing EMF 5 today, which is strange. Usually I can get kind of lucky with EMF 5 early on. Paul, are you here? Are you friendly? See, I still only have that one dot, so unless I have a reason to believe he's more so around here. What if I try putting that right there? I mean, this is pretty decent. I mean, because he's probably likely to roam if he's going through there, roaming, rather than like roaming into this room. Wish I could do something to figure out where he was. You do have some more stuff here. I'm gonna drop my soul just in the middle. Alright, let's try. Let's go dark. Are you here, Paul? Are you friendly? Where are you, Paul? Where are you? Are you here? Are you friendly? Are you close? Are you far? Are you away? Are you roaming into this next room? Are you here, Paul? Are you friendly? Are you close? Could this be a shade? I mean, man. Okay, you just threw something over there. Are you here? Are you friendly? Luckily my EMF is catching that and it's not EMF 5. Are you here? You're gonna throw something. Maybe throw that book. I thought I just heard something. That may have been that, but it's probably just my footsteps. Okay, no, it wasn't. Alright, get rid of this. Are we down to freezing or something, maybe, and I'm just not paying attention? Okay, now this dining room is seeming to be a lot more difficult. I just need to maybe actually go back and get stuff. Oh my god, look at that! That is the perfect height. Okay, dude. Keep draining my sanity. Let's just do this then. We're gonna end up getting hunted. Maybe we'll get hunted and figure out what this ghost is. I'm gonna grab some smudges. I'm gonna try not to smudge before we get hunted, but let's just do this, man. I could start pulling tarot cards, but I'm not at that point just yet. Paul, give us a sign. He is throwing stuff. I'm gonna hit the lights. Oops. I need to see my thermometer again. Okay, never mind. Where am I going crazy? Where? Oh, there he is. Just drain my sanity, man. Once again, I have to ask, did I ever find the cursed item? Oh, it's the tarot cards. See, I am just... I don't know why I forget. I guess because I think maybe we'll end up getting something else for them to use. What the hell? Okay, that is definitely some through-the-wall stuff. I'm turning that off just so I don't have to hear it. But he definitely didn't roam all the way over here and touch that. I'm not I don't want to start drawing tarot cards yet. Let's see if we can survive one hunt. We have enough smudges here. That's not gonna do it. Paul, can you attack me? I'm gonna try and leave my other smudge here, or maybe somewhere I could pick it up. But none of these have been EMF 5. I'm just trying to think of something maybe I'm missing. Paul, I really need you to hunt. The only thing we have is UV. It could be Goryo, but it kind of has been roaming. I feel like it was spending some time in there. Goes at the breaker. Okay, let me see if that was EMF 5. Drop this. Come on now. I heard something over here. There it is. Oh, I was just looking at that too when he touched it. No EMF 5s. I don't think we're going to get EMF 5. There's been a lot. I think we probably would have found it by now. I'm going to try and go turn on the breaker. I had a feeling that was going to happen. Is this a bone? Oh god. I'm going to keep running. I'm going to see if maybe it's Jinn? Could it be Jinn? Yeah, but it's turned off the breakers. That was not Jinn. Could be Phantom. Let me run around this way. I shouldn't be running. So the thing is, if he's standing and I'm standing, he should see me over this. But something I noticed, like if it's the smaller model, like the ghost girl, or if it's like someone crawling, then they're probably not going to see over this. So that's an interesting dynamic thing. Okay, so that hunt just told me your normal speed. I don't know if this actually is going to be a Goryo scenario. I'm going to move this more so around here. Maybe we'll just put it right here. But before we start pulling tarot cards, I didn't even use my smudge. So we will start trying to... What other... I mean, we can try Poltergeist. This is not a demon. I don't think it's a Hantu. Because it was normal speed. It would have changed speeds going through these cold rooms. It would have been fast. Obake. We can look for shapeshift. See, the problem is, though, whenever you don't get that second evidence, it's probably Goryo. But I'm not exactly ready to go back to the truck yet and guess that. The problem is, this is another ghost that doesn't really want to do a whole lot. I don't think it's Poltergeist. What about, yeah, couldn't be a ghost that speeds up. Or evident, oh, could be Hantu. But I don't think so. I'm gonna just smudge him. Don't know exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna actually just stay in the kitchen. Try and listen. Is it Poltergeist? Kind of quiet. Maybe it's Myling? Yeah, I don't exactly know the Myling test, but I was honestly on my own. I was thinking it was a little quiet. Right now, I think it's Myling. But what would one of the Myling evidences be? Writing or EMF 5? Maybe we're just not getting EMF 5? Okay, here's that harder nightmare ghost I was looking for. What I think I'm going to do, since I want to be thorough, I'm going to set this camera up down here. And I am going to go sit and look for dots for a little bit. And then when we come back in, I'll probably will just start pulling tarot cards. But if I'm going to spend a little bit of time in here looking for dots. And if we don't see it, then I'm probably going to try and do more Myling. I think it might have been Myling because it seemed oddly quiet for how close I was to it. But I am not exactly seasoned with the Myling just yet. Being able to determine how it's quieter. Might as well hit record. But alright, I'm going to sit here for about a minute or two, minute and a half if I can be that patient. But I just want to sit in here for a little bit to have a chance of seeing that Dots ghost go by. Okay, I don't think I have that much more patience to sit here. I think what I'm going to do, I could go back with the other Dots projector and start looking. I could go back with a crucifix, but I don't really think much of this is going to make a difference. Let me just kind of look at this while we're still sitting here. I'm going to go back in there though. I wouldn't mind getting one more hunt, seeing if it was Myling. Let's bring in the other book. But otherwise, I guess I could get a crucifix just to give myself a couple extra seconds. I don't want to take sanity. I want to get hunted here. And I know I could... I'm going to try what I think of being the miling test. There goes a phone. That's not my phone. Okay. Now there's dirty water over there again. I do have the other book. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay. Smudge. Gonna run into the kitchen again. It's faster because it saw me. I'm gonna try something. I don't have a light. I'm listening. I think it's miling because all the stuff it's throwing is louder than the ghost. So I really think it's miling now. Unfortunately, there's not really much else I can figure out here. I don't know why we're not getting the second evidence. That's the thing. A nightmare game can turn into a one evidence if this happens. I'm gonna grab my light. That's what I want to do, is I want to throw my light down and try what I think is the test. Since you also kind of hunted from like right here, I'm gonna put this right there in that corner so that'll cover as much of that as it can. I'm not gonna go over there and turn off that dirty water. Maybe we'll get one more hunt. I want to try a miling test. We have the two riding, if it is riding. I'm gonna put a smudge down. Where is my UV? I think I turned it off over here, yeah. Or turned it on. Paul, where are you? Okay, you're right here. You are near the crucifix, Paul. This isn't exactly helping. I mean, it is helping me because we're not getting EMF 5. Really? Do you not care about the... Okay, you hunt from the other room. I'm gonna run while trying to listen. I don't know if he saw me. Okay, he's gonna go in here because of this, though. That wasn't... Whoa, he sped up kind of strong there. It's not a Raiju though, because I would have sped up going under the dots. Let me do a loop. I don't know. This is strange though. Remember how I was talking about the experiences I was expecting? This is what I expected out of nightmare mode. So really, some nightmare mode games can be crazy. We have not gotten the second evidence. I don't think it's Phantom. My only guess is Milings are quieter, right? Very vocal, active, quiet when hunting their prey, quieter when hunting, more paranormal sounds. Well, I don't have anything in here to figure out paranormal sounds. I'm gonna put this more so like right here. I think he's kind of roaming between these two rooms, unless he's back here now. Wish I could do something about this, man. I have one more smudge, right? No, I have one more on me. Okay, tell you what, for fun, I'm gonna start pulling tarot cards, just because I said I would. Death, oh, and it wasn't, oh, but it got stopped. Nice, okay, the crucifix has its purpose, but it's not gonna stop another one. I figured that was... Okay, now we have something to play with here. That hasn't happened in a long time. Okay, celebratory bell ring. Okay, Mr. Ghost, bring it on. Let's see what you got. Let's not use the smudge. Where's my big light? I dropped it back here. Oh my god, how long has it been? That was a real high priestess. Okay, we're gonna take advantage. I'm gonna get hunted. I'm gonna try and see if I can tell any difference as a Miling. Only since it... Oh god, he's back there. He seems quiet. I'm telling you, he seems quiet. That's not gonna help. Oh yeah, I forgot I could die. Let me just try and get away. I'm trying to tell if it's a myling somehow. Okay, sir. I just wanted to let him get me because, I don't know, I'm not quite sure. But of course, let's see. Because I'm pretty sure this is how it's supposed to happen. Because once you think you're dead, not quite. Oh, we're still here? Okay, wow, it just puts you right where you left. Here's all my stuff. Here's all my smudges. What is that? A stick of butter? Okay, well, that High Priestess card didn't really tell me anything. I was hoping maybe I could learn something. But, I don't know. Let's see what we get now. Oh, sun, nope. Moon, nope. Why, Hermit? I do have a smudge still. Let me drop this. I have my smudge. I'm gonna guess myling. I was trying to... Because to me, this is definitely quieter. When you have multiple ghosts back to back, like, I can tell this is a little bit quieter. But of course I say that and I'm gonna be wrong. I just don't know how we haven't gotten the EMF 5 or the writing. Because I've had writing books in this area. Here's one, and here's the other. Okay, that's not even the tarot cards. Let me just try and listen still. I'm gonna try and get away from them and listen. I mean, that is so quiet for this map. I can just tell. Like, I have heard ghosts from... This is definitely a myling. This is a good hiding spot. Probably not. Oh, hello. Oh god, no. Hey, at least my light's over here. Can I pick up my light? Okay, well, guess what? We're not through tarot cards, so I'm still gonna grab another one. I do not understand this ghost, though. Here's my tarot cards. I didn't even realize I dropped them there. Last one, Wheel of Fortune. Alright. Well, for the last game here, we really did get what I was expecting to get out a lot more of these nightmare games. But I really do think it's myling, because that ghost is quiet. I mean, I just had multiple back-to-back ghosts hearing hunts, and that for this map, that has seemed so quiet. But I just still have a smudge too, so let's just use up this last smudge. I'm hoping. I mean, it's not a mimic, because it's been doing the same thing every time. It's not been fast. Is this a hunting ghost? No, it's just a normal ghost. I had a feeling that wasn't a hunting ghost for some reason. Oh, that one is though. Oh no, I'm just gonna smudge before you can even kill me. And this might be a bit of a loop situation. I am trying to survive this one. I want to escape alive. Yeah. When you can hear the stuff being thrown and then the ghost is really quiet with it, that's myling. Like when the stuff being thrown is louder than the ghost. Like that has got to be myling. I'm gonna run out of here after this hunt. I'm gonna run now. I'm still dealing with cursed hunts, by the way. I am loving this new map, by the way. I just love how easy it is to dynamically hide around like this. We just saw him there. I should probably run. Okay, I still think, just from all the maps, or all the ghosts I've had on this map so far, I can tell they are normally louder than that. But watch me be wrong. But when that ghost was in there, I was sitting here over there. Oh, now you're gonna play music? You had all the time. Okay, let's just get out of here. Okay, so yes, that was the kind of game I'm expecting to have. So what myling? Are we on myling? No. UV, Ghost Riding EMF 5. Maybe it was EMF 5. I'm guessing myling just because, to me, that was a noticeably more quiet ghost. I hope I'm right. I hope I'm not just screwing myself somehow. But, like I said before, this is the kind of game I was expecting to have from Nightmare. But it's very interesting. I was not expecting Nightmare to be that dynamic. Some games can be a lot simpler. Some games, you don't even get the third episode. Maybe it was Goryo. It was a Goryo because I never got the third
I've
evidence.
prepared some jobs for you.
Man, that is so strange because that ghost to me sounded so much quieter than normal. Because I'm going to go in to have another ghost and I'm going to say, oh, it's louder than it was before. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try and learn something from that. And I really, like, I guess if you never get that third evidence, especially in however long I was there for 20 minutes, probably should check that it is Goryo. And I did check, but it had a gigantic room and I would have had to sit there. So I guess instead of doing the boring thing, I just wanted to spend more time in the building. But oh well, it was a Goryo. I guess I just really need to figure out a miling. Alright, I think that's a good enough example. We definitely did have something at the very end there that helped me learn about some kind of ghost. So I guess miling, the ghost that I have the hardest time telling, I think miling is really number one. And maybe like yokai tests, like miling test and yokai tests are the ones. I think yokai I can do a bit better job of. But I legitimately think miling is the hardest one because I can just not tell what it means by quieter. Because to me that ghost seemed really quiet, but I guess that was just the same sound every other ghost has been so far, even though it really sounded quiet to me. So if you're still here, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.